Hello, people. I have no words. Made brownies. Would you like some? Homemade, I made them. I had some help, though. I had some help with some ingredients and stuff. And I am bored, so I'm going to pause and blah blah blah. See you later. And it's gonna be story time in 5 minutes. Oh god. Hello, I got some yogurt. Story time. So I was at recess, and this kid comes up behind me, and he goes, sorry, and he says, hey, turn around. It's Lone. Just gonna say that because I don't know a name for him. And he says, do you want to play my game? And then he starts hitting. I'm gonna get and then minutes later, while I'm playing his game, he says, I'm gonna get some brain damage before I go psycho mode. And he goes on the wall and he starts bleeding. I'm like, are you an idiot? I say it in my head, but I'm not gonna say him that because he's the type of kid that I won't tell him because he's funny and he's polite. And he's just a weird kid. I don't like weird people. That counts as funny, no offense. But if I do ever meet you in real life and we become friends, it's not because you're weird. You just stand out to me and you're funny, you're kind. I just go for friends that are kind, funny, and weird. Not always weird, but polite. I look for politeness. And then he starts making this noise and he's like, yeah. And then my friend Jill comes up behind me from the last story. She goes to my shoulder. And she says, we're going to the grocery store. And I start screaming. I'm like, no, we're not going to go to the grocery store. Because we do weird things. And she drags me in the snow. And we go to the snow pile. And she says, we're going to get some dino nuggies. And I'm like, yay. And then she gets me broccoli. Then that makes me mad. And ran away, got thrown snowballs thrown at me by the girls, and anxiety happens. Because I'm afraid that they're going to punch me. Because they threatened us last time. And I'm not going to say the rest of it because it's a long story. But here's another story. If I haven't told yet. So there once was an egg child. His name was Child because I don't have a name for him. There was this guy named Bob. And then his brother named Gerald was like this sex offender, weird, like horrible guy. He did drugs, he drank a lot of beer, so he was bad. He abused his children, but those went to the aunt and they're safe. And the child, back to the child, was at the pond And he was just sitting there when Gerald came and snatched the child, put him in a non-existing van that wasn't even there because he didn't own one. So he drove off to Bob's house, put the child in the garage, shut the garage. Child went in the house, hid under the bed, and Gerald came out from the closet and said, "Hey, child," and then kidnapped the child again and went out from the closet and went in a non-existing van because he didn't have one. And eventually Bob got the child back, and the child wasn't Bob's child, so but let me the child stayed there, and then Bob called the police and then called the cops on Gerald, and then Gerald got arrested, and then someone said the other day that Gerald might get the pan. My mother laughed so hard when I said that. Hey, Mom! Mom! Hang on, I'll be back. Guess what?
What?
Gerald got the pan.
Oh, are you videotaping?
You're
No, leave me out of that.
I told him that Gerald might get the pan.
Gerald got the pan.
Told him the story about the child and Gerald and people, Bob.
That was fine.
And then, I forgot. Then the child grew up, went to college, and then, or like high school, and Gerald's kid, what was his name again? Gerald's child?
Gerald didn't have a child.
Yes, he did, because the child got in a fight.
We didn't get that far.
Yes, we did.
We didn't.
Yes, we did.
Okay, well, you're delusional.
No, you're delusional. You have short-term memory.
Short Tim?
Time memory. I don't know. Because
Gerald didn't have a son.
barreled. It was barreled.
Was not.
Yes, it was. And so, child and barreled got in a fight, and the child won, and then Gerald was sitting on his butt crying, and then they all named you and me. And then the child's nickname was from the other kids, what was the chipper. And then Barreld's nickname was, I think it was Crack or something like that. And what? And blah blah blah, and that's the end of the story, because we were 9, 14, 16, 17, 18 minutes in, 9 minutes into my video, and I'm going to add music to this because I am bored. So bye, people. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. And hi, Leanna, if you're watching my video, like and subscribe. I am a robot, I swear. Well, bye for the last time. Bye.